Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. My name is Nick Santiago. Today is Monday, September 29th, 2014. Let's start with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see the futures are getting hammered to the downside. They are down 13.25 points to 1962 3/4 per contract. This is a sizable decline this morning. We did have a Friday rebound, but nonetheless, the markets are right back downtown Charlie Brown. A few things you want to know. Right now, there are a lot of protests going on in Hong Kong. There's also a big election going on in Brazil, and there are also forecasts of a slowing global economy. So there are a lot of problems out here this morning, and the markets are definitely feeling the heat. So again, be prepared. We're going to have a nice volatile session. We love the volatility here at In the Money Stocks simply because that provides us with morning opportunity. So again, we'll have a lot of work, a lot of stuff going on in our intraday stock chat today, which will open its doors right around 9 o'clock this morning. All right, a couple of stocks I want to talk about. I did mention Brazil, and we're going to go right to the EWZ. This is the iShares Brazilian ETF, and what you're going to see here is that the equity closed at $46.49 on Friday. Right now, we are looking at a move down to $43.29. That's a big decline. I will have gap levels for us prepared in the chat room at 9 o'clock. So if you want to get this play that we will be taking today, come on over to the intraday stock chat at 9 o'clock, and it'll be posted right up there for you. Also, once we get on the microphone at 9:30, we'll guide you through everything that we're doing. Once again, Brazil is down big today, and we want to take advantage of that weakness. Again, that'll be posted up in our intraday stock chat. We do offer a 7-day free trial for that, so please come on over to the chat and check it out. You'll see everything that we're doing. Another stock I'm looking at out of Brazil is PBR, which is Petrobras. This is one of the leading Brazilian equities. Right now, the stock is trading at $14.94. It closed at $16.64. So, again, this is a big rollover today. Again, I will have some gap levels for us in the chat room, and they'll be posted up right around 9 o'clock this morning. So two gap plays that are both Brazilian related, which will be posted up in the intraday stock chat. Again, we give you a 7-day free trial for that. Come on over. We've been doing very well in all of our recent gap plays. Let's take a look here at a few other stocks. There are two companies being bought out today. First one I'm going to mention is TIBX, and this is TIBCO Software. They are being bought out by a private equity firm for $24 a share. If you own it, just trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, you can't buy it here. It's too late. Stock has already made its move. Sure, there'll be somebody fighting or barking that they want a higher price, but either way, it looks like a pretty solid deal at the moment, or at least the deal looks pretty completed. Congratulations if you own it low. Just trail your stop loss. There's nothing you want to do with it now. Next one I'm seeing as a takeover too is ETHL. This is Athlon Energy. Looks like the company is being bought out by CANA. Anytime you see this type of pattern up here where it just puts in these little speck bars and they go sideways, that's generally what we call a takeover pattern. So looks like this was bought out today by CANA, and I don't think there's much you want to do with it. If you own it, congratulations. Stock closed at $46.73 on Friday, now trading at $58.25. That's a hefty premium there. That's pretty nice. If you own it, congratulations. Just trail your stop loss. If you don't own it, do not jump on it now. It is too late. The company that did the purchase is CANA, which is actually trading up a little bit, but be careful with this. A lot of times the company that did the acquiring will trade lower, so you want to be a little bit on the cautious side. The next one I want to talk about is DreamWorks Animation. DWA is the ticker symbol. Looks like Japan SoftBank is looking to buy a stake or buy all of DWA, which is DreamWorks Animation. That would be quite something. Anyway, you slice it or dice it though, the stock closed at $22.36. It is now trading at $28.21. So it's a great pop here. Again, I would not be looking to fade this equity. It can trade back up to $30.25. That's where I do see a little bit of resistance, but nonetheless, if this is a done deal or something along those lines, then the stock maybe could even trade a little bit higher. So be very careful here on the short side. If you own DreamWorks, I would just start to trail the stop loss. But if that potential buyout does go through, DreamWorks could be worth a little bit more money. So I would not be looking to lock it out. I would just be looking to trail it at the moment. I think I've covered pretty much the major stocks that are in the news today. We're going to have a lot of movers here because the futures are just getting absolutely annihilated. They are now down 16 points today. So we're going to get some good volatility out here this morning to start with. But let's move over to gold at the moment. Gold is trading higher by $5.60 an ounce to $1,221 an ounce. That's a great little move for GLD this morning. You'll see the GLD is trading at $117.33. Again, we'll need to see more of a pattern, but if the US dollar index begins to sell off, or you get some weakness in the dollar yen, and I'll pull up dollar yen now, you can see how the dollar yen has been rolling over. If that dollar yen can go lower, gold can go higher, and that's the way it works. That's the correlated relationship that's going on. It's once dollar yen falls, gold seems to catch a bid, and I think everybody should keep an eye on that. Looking at the oil markets, light sweet crude is down about 19 cents today to $23.30 a barrel. Let's go over to the USO. It's a good way to trade light sweet crude, and this is trading at $35.13. It closed at $35.16. So oil kind of is just in a range here, but all in all, I do think that oil is still pretty weak. Especially if there's a global slowdown or something of that nature, oil can trade down a little bit lower. So be careful with oil. I don't like the action I've seen in it recently with all the geopolitical events that have surrounded oil. It really has not been able to catch any kind of a sustainable bid to the upside, and that tells me ultimately oil is under pressure. So be a little bit careful with oil today. I'm not seeing any real levels that catch my fancy or catch my eye at this point in time. So be a little bit careful with it. Just doing a futures check. Futures are tumbling again. We are down over 18 points right now to 1957.25. So we are looking at another heavy distribution morning. We'll see if this market could find some stability. We will have tradable levels for the S&P once the market opens, and again, that will be to all of the people that come to the intraday stock chat, and that will be open at right around 9 o'clock in the morning with our levels. And also you'll see everything that we're doing each and every day. Take a 7-day free trial to our intraday stock chat, and you'll see what we're made of. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts.